Okay guys, welcome back to Aziko Graphics GH, and thank you. If you are new here, kindly subscribe to the channel, and if you are old here, thank you for coming back and watch this tutorial. As we know, Christmas is fast approaching and we wish to design a simple Christmas wishing flyer for your page or for anyone else. And today I'm going to take you through the step on how to design a simple Christmas flyer like this one we are seeing, and I'm using Photoshop CC 2015. This is the new version of Photoshop I downloaded, and I will give a link on how to get this Photoshop, because this Photoshop comes with so many things that you need to know about, something like artboard, which you can use to do match designs and other things. So guys, in this I'm going to take you through the step on how to design this flyer, and the text effect, how I got this text effect will be given out, so we will not need to go through the step all together before we achieve this. So I'll just give out the text, and unfortunately for us, we have here is the resources, and I will leave a link in the description for you to download and try out. And here is the gradient color, and if you want to know how to install a gradient color in your Photoshop, then I got you a video. Just look into the description, you'll find a link of the video there. Go watch and know how to install a gradient color into your Photoshop. So guys, let's get back into our Photoshop. So we are going to use 6C. I'm going to just create a new layer here. So go to the new layer, then we set here to inches. So we are using just 8 by 8, so 8 by 8, and as usual 300 as the resolution. So I will name here Xmas flyer. So in case you can decide to name it or not, and after that you will just save it direct. So I'll just name here Xmas flyer. So as you can see, we have a new, so Ctrl+O to zoom it to fill the workspace. So the next I'm going to do is here I'm going to bring in our background. So I'll go to the file, press embedded, then I will locate where my background is. And there are two ways. You can either drag and drop it, or you just go by using the embedded. So the next I'm going to do, I'm just looking for the background. So here I'm going to get into the background. Okay, so here is where my background. So the first background I'm going to do is this. So I'll just click and click press. So I have my background here, so I'll just straight it up here to occupy the space here like this, and press it. So you know this is in smart object, but there you can either rasterize it. At first you rasterize it, then I'm going to I'm going to add a blur option to it, but I'll just use smart, convert it to the smart object again, because I'm going to show you why I'm going to convert it to smart object before I'll add the filter which is the gingerbread to it, and we will know the advantage and the disadvantage of using converting it to smart object before adding a gingerbread. So I'll go to the filter and go to the bread and go to the gingerbread. So you can see that the gingerbread has been added to it, and this one is adding to it be in a smart object. So you just set it to the minimum, any, okay, say 8, I think 9 would be okay. So you just click OK. So the advantage of using converting the background to smart object before using it is it will give you the chance for you to take the gingerbread off or just try to edit it back. So that's why, so I will encourage you, each time you want to design and you want to add a filter to a background, kindly turn it to a gingerbread, because it's so much, it gives so much, it makes you get easy to go back to the background and work on it. So as you can see, I can easily turn off the smart filter or come back again and activate it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag in the next background, which is this. So I'll drag and drop, so I'll just drag and drop it in like this and position it here, something like this. So I'll right click and rasterize it and set this to something like this. No, I'll just, let's say something like this. No, okay, let's do this. No, so I'll just give it a normal, then add layer mask and use my brush to brush off here like this and something like this. So the next thing I'm going to do is, oh sorry, I'm going to bring in the next background, which is this. So this is our next background, so I'll just drag and drop it. So I'm going to bring in the next background, so I'll just pick the background, drag and drop it inside the Photoshop. So okay, this is it. Okay, so accept it, right click on it and rasterize it. Then I'll set my layer mask, then brush off here like this. Okay, so as you can see, we are on this, so we are still working on this, so no need for us. So I'll just set this to this. So okay, so something like this is okay. So guys, this is our background, and so the next I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the image of me, and I'm using my image for this tutorial. So I'll just in like this. Okay, so I'll just position it here, something like this. Okay, so I'll just position it here and I will leave it like this. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my text to type in Christmas So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to Merry Christmas. So I'm going to type in Merry Christmas. So I'll just select it all and give it a different background color. so that you can see what we are doing. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to expand it. Hold shift plus alt, then expand both together like this. Okay, so I'll click on the confirm it, use the test, and as you can see the tests are so wide, so I'll just go here, close it like this, and even try to close it a little bit, and here too I'll just close the gap between the tests. Okay, set this to something like this. Okay, so I'll change the text to my favorite text, poppins. Then I'll set this to, let's say, so I'm going to reduce the size. Okay, so something like this. So I'll position it somewhere here. Okay, so now we are left with the text effect that we are going. So I right click on it, go to the garage, go to the blending option. So the first I'm going to set is the gradient color, and you can see I will be having many gradient color in here. So this is the gradient color, there's the S code for the first, there's the S code. Okay, so and there is the second S code. So as you can see, it's continuous. So but I'll go to the gradient color in here. Is the only way you need is to how to install gradient color. So I'll click OK. So as I said, I'll give out the color, the text effects. So I'll just already have the text effect. I don't have it here, so I'll just go here. So the only thing we need to do is to set the text first by right click and go to the blending option, set the gradient color. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so here comes the gradient color, then here is a so the next I'm going to use here, and I'm going to set the gradient color to reflected and go to the reverse, something like this. So here I will set here, I'm going to set here to this. Okay, no, okay, so I'll set this to, let's say, okay, it's good. Set this to rock. Okay, so to make the video short, I'll just go direct for the text effect from here. I just go direct the text from here. Okay, so right click on this, go to the blending option, then come. So let's start with the gradient color. Now go to the gradient color, set my gradient color. Okay, so it's like this is very too long. So okay, so we start with the gradient color. Okay, so the next I'm going to set here to normal and the color black. Okay, so we go to the stroke and give it a 2 with inner. Okay, so let's see what is happening here. Okay, so the next I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here, set here, then 8, 9, 50, 50. Okay, so we are not going to do anything to it, so I'll come here, then set here. Okay, so this is how I achieve the test effect. So next I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my rectangle to draw a small here and set this to, so I'll pick a color from here like this. Okay, so I'll then go back to pick my test, change the color to black and type and happy new year. So I'll pick this a minute here. Okay, then I'll go with this like this. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so the next I'm going to do, I'm going to pick my test tool again, hit out. Was equal graphics image. So Control plus A to select all. Then I'm going to open it up like this. Set this to, let's say something like this. Okay. So then I'm going to expand it a little bit like this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is do with this. So I think we need to work on this a little bit. So this is something here. Okay. I think it's okay. So here we go. So the next I'm going to bring in is my social media. Okay, so come to the social media and here I'm going to select this. First of all is this, I'm going to drag in this like this. So I'm going to reduce the size to something like this, then position it here, so something like this. So the next I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this, and this time I'm going to take a part of it, so I'll just leave it here to open it here. And just close it, then go back and pick it again. Okay, let's click on it and go to rasterize it and pick here, select. So I'll just click here and also deselect this. Control plus D to deselect and pick M for selection 2, and I'll select here. Let's click on it and cut, so I'll delete this like this. I'll go with this, hold shift plus alt, then reduce the size like this. So I'll position this here like this. Okay, so I'll go for this and let's do this. Like this. So I'll select from here to here and open up here a little bit like this. So I'll bring this a little bit down. Okay, so you can get something like this. So guys, this is a simple way of designing a simple Merry Christmas flyer for your page or for anything you want to design. So thank you for watching this tutorial. If this has been a help to you, kindly subscribe to the channel and let's grow this channel together. Here's Waziko Graphic GH. Bye.